Hey, and welcome to FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast, a podcast for people who want to get no BS information about fitness and know that fitness is about so much more than losing scale weight. It's about feeling confident in your skin and empowered in your life. I'm your host, Turo Virta, personal trainer, strength and nutrition coach, and most of all, a husband of my beautiful wife, Miriam. Each week, my guests and me will give you some no BS fitness tips and motivate you to take action in your own personal fitness journey as we talk about nutrition, exercise, mindset, personal development, and executing in life with enjoyable but still effective strategies. If your goal is to look better, feel and be strong and experience transformation from inside out, you, my friend, are in the right place. Thank you for jumping in, and now let's jump into today's episode. Hey, and welcome to FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast. Today's episode, we dive deep into the Optavia diet, and touching this is not only Optavia, as there are several kind of other diets available which promise you very quick results. And I'm going to talk about possible benefits and to who those are maybe good solution and to who you should definitely try to avoid them. So before, if you are someone who is thinking about starting some kind of diet program, please listen before you make any decision. Listen this episode carefully. And because I got idea for this episode in my Be Sustainable Beast program. We had a coaching call earlier this week, and there was somebody like, because I was obviously interested to know like why they joined and what goals people have who signed up for the program. And there was one woman who said that she was actually thinking about Optavia, as that is very, very popular in her, like a lot of her friends are doing it, and she was thinking about it. But then she decided that that's not going to be a probably long-term solution for her, as her main goal is to improve her health. And as she had a similar background as mine, like parents passed away at very young age, only age of 60. Like my dad passed away in past January, only at age of 70, and lost his health already at age of 60. And this is kind of my motivation why I'm trying to do everything I can today at the age of 41 to achieve my health goals. Like this is something what keeps me going, and it was motivation for her also. And she was kind of between those options. Obviously, the other option that Optavia is tempting, as they promise you, they are very good at marketing. They promise you quick results, and to be honest, who wouldn't like to get quick results? And but in this episode, we go a little bit deeper on the science and what is that all hype is all about. So before you make decision, listen carefully. And now let's get into the topic. So what is the Optavia diet? So it's Optavia diet isn't just about shedding those pounds or losing weight. It promotes a series of fuelings throughout the day. So what are these and how do they work? So let's go deeper on these core tenets of this diet. So this is what Optavia is. How is that plan is working? Like that you are signing up for Optavia. It promises you amazing quick results, and you are probably going to lose weight. To be honest, you are going to lose. If you sign up for this program, you are going to follow it, you are going to lose weight very, very fast. What it then does, how it's working. So you are getting, like, they are giving you a plan, which is a very, very low calorie plan, like 800 to 1000 calories. And foods are actually, they are very processed. So you get, but it's simple to use, it's simple to follow. So they deliver you most of the meals or give you shopping lists, what you should be eating, what you should be avoiding, and how this is working. So obviously they try to provide you all kind of all possible like nutrients what you will be needing, but the problem is that they are very, very processed. So it's never going to be same than you would eat the normal natural foods, then you take this plan. But as you might be busy, you don't maybe enjoy cooking so much. They give you kind of everything. And what happens is that when you get, let's say that I'm male, I weigh it's 200 pounds, almost 90 kilos. And if somebody would put me to 1,000-calorie diet, you don't need to use some rocket science that it would make me lose weight. If you think that 1 pound of fat is around 3,500 calories, so 1 kilogram of fat is around 7,000 calories. And if I eat 2,000, 1,500 below my calorie intake, I will lose a lot of weight. Like if I'm able to hold with that plan, let's say I eat 1,000 calories, my calorie goal or my maintenance calories are 2,500, it's 1,500 every single day. And that times 7, it's over 10,000 calories per week. So I will be losing 1.5 kilos on average per week. So if I keep going that for a month, I'm probably going to lose some. I'm not telling that it's going to be fat, but I'm going to lose some tissue, 6 kilos in a month. And often what happens in the beginning that it's even more. Like I would probably see a lot more scale weight going down, a lot more, because in this plan, you are going to limit your calorie intake, all kind of sodium, which are holding a lot of water. So I would be losing probably in the beginning, like a lot of water weight plus some tissue. It doesn't, like this Optavia diet doesn't care if I would be losing it from my muscles, which is the most valuable tissue I have in my body, or if that would be fat. So it's just something, but I see lower number on the scale. And obviously those are, you might be seeing those kind of things and promotions, like that somebody lost, or maybe some of your friends lost 30 pounds in a month. Like if you have 30 pounds to lose, why? I understand you. You are going to, if somebody is telling that you just do this for a month and you are losing that 30 pounds in a month, which is like 10, 15 kilos in a month, and it might actually happen. And now you think that that's exactly how much you want to lose, and why you would spend 6 months of losing that weight if you can get it in a month. And that is where you have to start thinking twice. It sounds a little bit too good to be true, and that's why it's so popular, as those results are really amazing. But let's talk a little bit. Obviously, there is going to be benefits, but I talk a little bit later. What are the benefits? So how this Optavia is working? Then you are. I have to be honest. I have never tried it. I have tried a similar one, like it was from Herbalife. 9-day thing. I didn't follow it on to the T. Like I didn't do everything they asked me to do, but it was basically for 2 weeks or 30 days, and they would provide me all kind of meal replacements, everything, and I would be most likely within same calories. I would be not allowed to eat any carbs or very few carbs, and only every once in a while, so that it would make me lose weight even faster. And meals, I know that I would be starving. There would be no chance that I would exercise, but principles are the same. And how Optavia is, how it's telling you that you are getting like several meals, like very, very small meals throughout the day. So you get 5 to 6 meals throughout the day. And those are very few. You can imagine if your calorie goal is to eat 1,100 or 800 calories per day, and you divide it for 5 meals, that's like 200 calories per meal. So obviously, if you eat some green vegetables or salad is like a 15 calories per 100 grams. So I would have 1.5 kilos of salad greens to have that one meal. So I would have feeling that, wow, that's a lot of food. But then if it's enjoyable, that's something else. And so they are giving you all these mass. So you are eating those 5 small meals throughout the day, and you have a feeling that you probably are eating something. But those and probably are not like how they are doing it. I don't know how it is. I have just few ex clients and former clients who have done it, and that their experience was that you didn't even actually feel like in the beginning it was hard, but when you kind of feel motivated, it was doable for first couple of weeks. And then what happens then after, it's a different story, but that they don't talk about in that obviously in their marketing for sure not. And how then what are going to be long-term effects. So this is what research is telling us, that so if your goal is to like, obviously there is a lot of, if you search from internet, I made a quick Google search, and what I found is that there is a company called Medifast, and they are making some official publications, and they are actually funded from Optavia, or Medifast is kind of company who is funded by Optavia. So or they are the same company. So it's they can provide valuable information that but it's important to keep in mind that this kind of, if there is some potential biases like that they are funded from the company itself, so they won't be telling you if there is coming out some kind of long-term effects which are not very beneficial for that company. You won't be reading about them. They won't publish them. But then if there is some benefits, what would benefit the company itself, I'm sure you will find them all over internet. And it's how they are doing it, that it made it looks like that it's some very, very science-based studies, and it's safe to do and everything. But if I was looking like other, like PubMed and Google Scholar, there is very few long-term, because as it's so new thing, there is very few long-term, what are long-term benefits or what harm it's doing in a long term. Like, obviously you understand that if you have short-term weight loss, it might have some benefits, especially if you are one of those 1 to 2% who are able to maintain your results. You will get some people who are showing that, wow, you are improving your blood pressure, you are improving everything because you have lost weight. But what they don't talk about are those long-term possible damages what you are doing for your overall health. So this is what you have to keep in mind. There is very, very little studies at the moment. So, but now if I talk a little bit about what is the long-term lifestyle changes versus these quick fixes. So what is the bad thing in these quick kind of what are promising you fixing all your possible problems with a record time, is that obviously you get the results what you wanted. But like I was talking, I was telling in that call we had with my clients in the Sustainable Peace program, I was saying that, okay, now you have 5 friends who are signing in for Optavia. They are going to be losing a lot of weight within the first month. And you probably are going to feel like that you are losing, let's say, what is a normal sustainable fat loss is 2 to 4 pounds. So it's like a 2 to 4 kilos in a month. So 2 to 4 kilos, and it's in a pounds, it's 4 to 8 pounds, 4 to 10 pounds, probably something like that in a month. And when you are thinking like that, now you are losing 2 kilos in a month and feeling frustrated, your friend is losing 12, like 6 times more. If you are using pounds, it's 4 pounds, and your friend is losing 30. How you are going to feel about yourself, that shit, what I'm doing, why I didn't go for this faster one. But I said that wait 6 months, like those, your friends who are they are going the fastest possible in a month. And if you look where they are in 6 months from now, you can be pretty sure that 97% at least are going to regain everything they have lost back. And usually it's even more. So your friend who is losing 20 pounds, 30 pounds in the first month are step by step going to gain everything back. And usually it's even more. So let's say that they are motivated for a month. Maybe in some cases, they are able to stick with the plan 2 or 3 months, but it will be only a matter of time when you are going to tell that I can't take it. You are counting days, how long you are going to do it, and what you are going to do when that program finishes. They don't tell you how you can maintain that your lost weight. You think that, I will learn it then, but how you are thinking that how you are going to maintain your lost weight if nobody ever told you how to do it. So they keep you the diet industry, this diet program, they are keeping you dependent on those supplements they are selling you. So if you don't know how to prepare your meals, how to plan your meals ahead, how you are going to be able to maintain it if you are only going to buy their products, buy their supplements, and use basically very, very processed foods to fuel your body to see fastest possible results. And in the other way, like if you go like now, you think that your progress is very slow. You are losing 2 kilos in a month or even less. Let's say that it's 1 kilo or like 2 to 3 pounds in a month. And you keep doing that for 6 months. You are losing 6 to 12 kilograms in a 6 months of time. And your friend who lost same amount within a month have now already, first of all, didn't have any enjoyment. And while doing it, because it was so restrictive that there was no chance that you could be living some normal life. And then later on, you end up feeling guilt and shame because you are not able to follow the plan. And you have no idea how you are going to, what you are going to do after you finish the program, after you have lost the weight. And step by step, you are going back. And usually after 6 months, you have already gained everything back what you have lost initially. And that's why when you are telling that how fast is your progress, look at it in a long term, where you are from now, 6 months from now, or 12 months from now. And then you can say that you were actually having who lost first in the beginning a little bit less, you had a lot faster progress. So I hope I made it. I like to talk maybe a little bit too much of this because I'm just so passionate about it. So what are then possible health effects? Like there is Optavia isn't without any potential side effects, and like I said, there is a very, very little, like obviously benefits are that you might be able to learn when you are not used to it. It's just one strategy. It doesn't tell you anything what is individually. They have one solution, what they are providing, and it's the same plan, or they have 5 different plans depending on your personal preferences, but you are eating smaller meals per day. And if that is not, you are not going to follow that plan, then problem is on you. You are the problem. They have the plan, and it's not personalized. So that diet it works maybe for some very few people. In a long term, I can't say that many people are having success with that, but positive effects are that you might be losing weight. It might help you because like I said earlier, you are through that lost weight, your overall health might be better. But if you think it in a long term, again, it's going to be doing more damage. Like let's say that you have lost, let's say that Optavia is making you lose incredible 10 kilograms, which is 40 pounds in a month. And that is it sounds like, wow, that I want, but trust me, you are not going to feel that you see the different number on the scale, but what actually represents that weight loss, what you wanted to feel better. You want to maybe fit into your old clothes or feel more confident. Those benefits you won't get. And Optavia is not teaching you how to actually do it. So you should see different number, but like I said, maybe you have lost muscle mass. What that means then, if you are like, I don't care, I just want to lose weight, I don't care if it's muscle or if it's fat, but what if that muscle, it's very hard to gain muscle. It requires a lot of work. What is the benefit? Having a lot of muscle is that your maintenance, like how many calories you need after you have lower weight, it's going to be higher, more muscle mass you have. And this is one of the things why I always tell that some form of resistance training, strength training, lifting weights, you can do it with your body weight or bands, but that is the most important part while trying to lose weight. And the reason is that when you let's say that you are losing a lot of muscle mass, a lot of weight, and but it requires also, it means that later on, to maintain your weight, you need even less calories than before. So it makes you go lower all the time once you have lost muscle mass. And this is often what happens for people like, let's say, women or also men. But after age of 35, we start to lose muscle mass if you don't fight against it. And that is the reason, like that, why at later in the life, same diets what have worked in the past are not working anymore, because you are simply, your maintenance calories, they are so much lower than earlier because you have lost muscle mass. And every cycle of this kind of fat crash diets are going to make it even harder. So your maintenance calories, they are going to drop every single time. And that is the biggest disadvantage of these diets. So and that is that what Optavia or any of these diets, like, they obviously, if I would make a diet plan, I would tell you that you could eat whatever you want. You could go only eating McDonald's, eating 800 calories from McDonald's for a month, and you would be losing weight, because the amount of calories is so low that you are, obviously, this is not the rocket science. You are losing, when you eat less calories, you will be losing weight, and it doesn't matter how you eat it. You could be eating it 1 time in a day, 5 times in a day, but it's not going to be sustainable. But it basically, it's those calories are the king, and that is what matters. What is then disadvantage with all these diets? And this is not only Optavia, it's every diet which has name that it's one size fits all. So it's if you prefer eating something and you tell to yourself that I can't have it, it will be more you try to restrict it, more you start to think about it. And when you tell to yourself, it's then that one day when you tell to yourself that now, fuck it, I go for it. And then usually it's the point when you can't stop eating about it, and you go way over because you think that I'm going to get back on track, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe it's going to be next Monday. So now it doesn't matter anymore. And this is what is actually making your progress a lot slower. So this is shortly how that Optavia is working. Plus then other advantages, it's a very, very costly. Like, obviously they have planned diet plans that you are dependent on their supplements. So it's costing a lot of money, and then it's very expensive. So obviously they make it easy. It's very costly, and but think it this way, that I could be telling you now everything what you need to know. I have done this. I love to give stuff for free, but what I have seen from my clients, like, obviously I hate promoting, I hate selling. I would love to give everything for free, but the problem is that if you get for free something, it's same. I recognize that for myself too. If I know what I should be doing, if I'm not paying for it, if I'm not holding myself accountable, I'm not doing it. I do it way too less that it would matter. But if you pay for something like in Optavia, it's costing a lot of money. So you think that you are going to actually follow it because you have spent a lot of money. And it's same thing with the coaching. Like, I'm not telling that you have to take my coaching or anything, or somebody else. But when you pay, like the transformation is starting from transaction. And this is one of my business coaches told that, and it's very true. So you are paying a lot for Optavia, and it's I have seen the same with my coaching. Like I have different kind of packages, and more those people, more they pay, more better results they are getting, because more likely, like it don't have to be something. What is like money is always something what I like. I don't like to talk about it or anything, but it's something like that. It's just the way to give that, like what is worth for you, like and often like we find ourselves to think that is it worth for me? But if I really think it, like what is important for me, what is, if my health is important, I'm obviously, first of all, I want to be sure that I have everything I need, like normal needs, like I can pay my apartment, my food, my like normal needs, electricity, phone bills, and then everything else what is staying. If I'm covered in a worst case, even if I lose it, it's okay. But if I want something, I'm willing to invest for it. And Optavia is very good at it, as they are expensive. They deliver you. It's everything easy, but it's and you feel like that you have to do it because it's expensive. You have to pay for it. So then they have a coaching system there with the trainers who are not actually health professionals or trained in nutrition. So they give you kind of accountability. They might be supporting you, giving you motivation to stick longer, but it's $400 to $500 in a month, and what happens after, it's that those, like if I would tell that I start to sell same program, it's just with the natural foods that you don't need any supplements. You could buy some protein bars, but I would give for my client 800 calorie plan, eating vegetables, calories, and dividing it 5 times per day. And I would say I charged for 400. So, or putting some receipts in, and it wouldn't be. I would be sure that all of people, you would get fast results. But then when the program is done, what I would be telling, what they would be learning from that program, I would say that, yeah, take some before after pictures, post it in social media after a month. Don't come to me after 6 months, because everybody knows how you are going to feel, how you are going to look. But getting those big wins, doing that, promoting my coaching stuff even further. But that is not, I would not take what is not deserved money. And like my job as a coach, it's to teach you, it's to teach my clients that they are able to keep going, and not trying to keep them as long as you want. Because what is with these very popular diet programs, how they work, they are giving you fast results in the beginning. Then you are out of there. You pay for a month, pay for 2 months or 3 months, and then you are out. You got results, what you got. You are happy. Maybe you leave some review for them. Maybe they are. I had a clients who were promoting this kind of programs. They paid for doing some video and telling how it's amazing, how it changed their life. So they had a very trustable before after stories, videos. They paid for them. So obviously it sounds good. If you are seeing that kind of promotions, I don't blame you that you bought their products. And then how it's after those 3 months, you don't hear about them. You go step by step back to your old thing. You gain your weight back. And then you think that, wow, this thing was working last time, so why not to try it again? I was just not able to stick with the plan. But honest truth is that if you were not able to maintain it in a long term, don't repeat that same mistake again. Do something else, because it's really that thing what have worked for you. If you were able to lose weight with some program, but you were not able to maintain your results, this was not success. This program wasn't working. So this is what is honest truth about these programs, and I hope I gave you information enough to do at least smarter decision, whatever you are going to do. I'm not telling that you should not try it, but just think it twice. So this was episode for today, and I love talking. I probably heard I'm very, very passionate about this. So if you know your friend who is thinking or who is doing Optavia, I would really appreciate if you would share this episode with one of your friend who is considering or just thinking about starting Optavia. I would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me, because maybe you help her or him to make smarter decisions. So that's all what I want and nothing else. So thank you for listening, and talk to you soon.
Hold up, friend. Do you love FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast? If so, the best way to say thank you is to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review on iTunes. I know every podcaster wants you to leave a review, but it's because those reviews help the podcast to reach more people. I truly want to know what you think, and if this particular episode resonated with you, would you also please share it? Either send a link to someone who you think will find it valuable, or take a screenshot and post it into your social media and tell your friends and family why they should listen it. Make sure you tag me so I can hear your feedback and give you a little love. And if you aren't already following me on Instagram or TikTok, that's the perfect time to hit that follow button. Thank you for being here and listening to FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast.